to wipe out half the universe. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Guys, I mean, when you see things like this, it's game over. Just like Butcher's new build.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God! KO in midair!
You need to bring 7 Nation army to take me down.
He needs some milk!
This is easily one of the best setups that nobody is using. Really underrated talent combination. Simply look at this insanity, man. I love this build and I encourage you to try this one out. What the heck? Come on, guys, you're better than this.
Mr. Simper argues that these are the instruments you use.
You know what time it is? Oh yeah, baby. Insanity in the building.
Allies are acquiring the boost. The boost has been taken by allies.
Guys, today I have for you something really special, but before we continue, simply smash that like or sub if you're new here. Welcome to the family, and with no wasting your time at all, let's get into it. Today I will show you one of the best underrated setups in the game. Of course, I'm talking about Trauma talent. I don't know why, man, but Trauma is really slept on talent. But in my eyes, you can actually achieve more DPS output with Trauma than if you would use, for example, Exotic Request right chest piece. Trauma as well can apply bleed effect, and that will activate Sadist on your weapon, and Sadist is amplified weapon damage boost, one of the best damage talents in the game for your weapon to use. And Trauma will apply not only bleed but blind effect as well. Really nasty effect in PvP. Of course, 30-second cooldown is nasty, but if you're gonna pair it up with Wicked, that's perfect match, because Wicked will work of course for 25-27 seconds. So pretty much once Wicked will end, you will be able to basically use Trauma talent one more time, and don't forget that you have skill, and actually with this setup you can get more than 200% crit damage. Absolutely ridiculous. But guys, as usual, I just wanna let you know that we have some sponsor ads. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your orders super quick because everything happens with account sharing. These guys can be absolutely trusted. Everything happens with account sharing, and I have tested this service myself. These guys can be trusted, but you can check everything by yourself. And now with my promo code RPDIV, you will have 15% discount on all services. It's amazing deal, especially when Diving.net is updating their prices basically daily. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type your message and operator will reply you immediately. But now let's get back to my PvP setup. And I have to be honest, recently I haven't spent too much time in Conflict or in Dark Zone. First of all, I love to play in DZ with full team, with squad, and my clan died out. We have 2-3 players active at a good day, and at my time zone that's kinda tricky, so as a solo player I'm not usually a fan of DZ. Especially when right now there is no reason whatsoever to farm DZ or to fight those checkpoint campers, and I mean, there is no fun at all. I mean, all the time when I will log into DZ checkpoint, I will see somewhere somebody are fighting at the same location, and most likely they will be the same people who are fighting in DZ for last year. Same names in same places, and that's not fun to me at all. And since I don't have a team right now, DZ for me is no. But Conflict, from other hand, again, it suffers from the same issues. If you're gonna pair it up with couple teams or couple agents for more than one match, most likely at the end everybody will use sticky bombs, stinger hive, traps and all that shenanigans. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Maybe first match will be dope with guns only, but trust me, if you're gonna play with the same people more and more, eventually all the best will come out from them. So conflict is suffering right now as well, and with all the exploits and with balancing issues, I mean conflict hasn't been touched in 2 years. Anyway, I got off topic, guys. I'm using firewall specialization. Reasons are really simple. Medkit will provide us with 10-second armor regen, shield will increase damage, grenades are really handy. But the main thing why this specialization is really OP in conflict is that broken flamethrower. The broken ass flamethrower will one-tap people left, right and center that simply barbecue chicken, and at this point I'm simply hoping, no, scratch that, I'm praying to God that Massive will not reintroduce specialization ammo to Dark Zone. If they will do, oh my goodness, that's massive headache. I just don't want to see again this issue with specialization ammo. But let's move forward. For my main weapon I'm using FAMAS, one of the best assault rifles in the game because it has a really nice rate of fire, 900. It's pretty goddamn dope, and I paired it up with measured. Measured will give me ridiculous RPM. My FAMAS will shoot like vector, and second half of magazine will give me nice damage boost just to put cherry on top of my cake by completing or finishing the fight. Really dope, but you could use AK, maybe SIG, or who knows, rail splitter. But FAMAS is to me the best assault rifle right now, and as main talent goes, you could use Measured, Optimist, in sync. Yep, that's pretty it. For second weapon, Eagle, for obvious reasons, tenacity, buff, headshot damage, and of course for pistol, name a DZ pistol orbit with perfect finisher. As you saw my numbers there, I have more than 200% crit damage. At those stats you will not see Exotic Coyote Mask buff. Once you will activate it in close range, you will receive extra 25% crit damage boost, and actually you're gonna boost your teammates damage as well. So at least one Coyote Mask should be in your squad. It's really necessary mask for PvP, that's best in slot if you are looking for best DPS output. After that you will be maybe surprised, but that's not chill out mask. Second best DPS mask would be Sombra, if you have enough crit chance, of course. 15% crit damage, 12% crit damage, and 12% crit damage mod will give you better numbers than Gilligard mask. 5% bonus armor with this setup will not make any difference. With this time to kill, that's a huge no-no. But if you don't have Sombra, or if you don't have Exotic Coyote mask, then of course use chill out Gilligard mask. But again, I would recommend to use maybe Walken and Harris mask for 5% weapon damage, and then use second piece from Walken Harris for weapon, not weapon damage, excuse me, damage to armor attribute. For chest piece I'm using Fenris. For assault rifle damage, my main talent Trauma, everywhere crit chance and crit damage. For holster I'm using improvised holster, because improvised gear piece will give me one more mod slot, and of course I will use their crit damage. This is how I'm optimizing my damage. Of course I could use Walken Harris, but extra crit damage at the end will give me more DPS. For backpack, Sombra with Wicked, and Wicked will work really well with Trauma. Basically, when you will make your first shot, you will apply bleed or blind that will activate Wicked, and that's game over. Wicked will work for almost half minute, really nice synergy. And again, crit chance, crit damage, and crit damage in my mod slot. For gloves, pretty goddamn straightforward. By this time, I think you should know which pieces are best in slot, but if you're a new player, I will explain. Unfortunately, our options are kinda limited in this game, so for the gloves, if you are looking for best DPS output, name it, Petros Constructor's Gloves with damage to armor attribute, and crit damage should be as your second attribute. And for knee pads, the same story, name it, Fox Sprayer knee pads with damage out of cover attribute, and the same story. Second attribute should be crit damage, and those pieces will provide you with the best DPS output. Unfortunately, it is what it is, but like I said, this build absolutely slaps. Give it a go. One of the most underrated setups in the game. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.